I am hitting next. Hopefully that's going to work. All right, so I want to talk about ethos, logos, and pathos. And you guys, just for the sake of for time, I have put in the definitions, kind of some definitions on the PowerPoint. I'm sorry about the PowerPoint downloads. If you're having memory issues in your Chromebook, you might need to go ahead and empty some of your things for off the Chromebook. It is PowerPoint. The guys in here this morning on their Chromebooks were able to open it up, so I know that that's working. But let's not open up Chromebook or the assignment yet. I'm going to show you this. Oh, I think. Oh, no. And make it bigger. All right, so this is just a review of persuasive techniques. We all have them. And I have this general rule about winning arguments. The person who starts yelling in the argument just lost. It's my general rule. If you're losing your argument and you start yelling your point, that means you have failed to listen to the other point substantially and come back with saying this is come back with a good, I wouldn't say a comeback, but a logical explanation. So the first person who yells loses. It's kind of like the first person who pushes somebody is a loser too. So keep that in mind. If you want to win the argument, be also willing to listen. Know the other side, and you can beat the other side. But anyway, this is a review of persuasive techniques. From the PowerPoint link, this is what it takes you to here, ethos, logos, or pathos, and it's a bunch of advertisers. And what we're going to do, now I'm just to remind you, ethos is you're persuading with ethics, sometimes credibility, using somebody that is notable, or somebody that has experience, like a dentist, explaining toothpaste or something like that. It's appeal to ethics. You want to convince the audience about the authority of the person who's doing the persuader or the credibility of that person, notable or experienced figure in the field. So that's something to think about. Pathos is an appeal to emotion. So, in Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God, what was he using for his pathos? What type of emotion was he causing people to have in order to persuade them to stay out of hell? It was fear. It was fear. So logos is an appeal to logic. Like 10 out of 11 dentists agree that such and such a toothpaste is good for fighting cavities. So that's facts and figures. Is also pulling in a figure who has authority, the dentist. So logos is appeal to logic. It's a way of persuading an audience through reason, facts, and figures. So statistics, in other words. So I want to keep that in mind. All right, so this slideshow, what I want you to do, you're going to create a document, or you can pull this, import it to a Google slide or something like that, and you can make comments to it. But I want you to go through it, and we're going to end up going back through it. We ran out of time this morning in first period just because my computer crashed, but hopefully we'll be able to get through it. There are several slides. All right, so ethos, pathos, or logos. What appeal are advertisers using to get you to buy their product? All right, so here's the objective. As you view each advertisement that comes up on a screen, decide if it's appealing to your sense of ethos, pathos, or logos. All right, remember to go back to the slides for if you need to refresh your memory. Most people kind of forget ethos, pathos, and logos and just kind of go, oh, this is persuading me through my emotion. So, but we do have names for those. All right, write or log your answers. It says journal, but you're going to do it in your slideshow. Make sure you share it with me. We're not going to submit it as an assignment, but make sure you share it with me. As you analyze, ethos, again, ethical. Pathos, is it emotional? Logos, is it your sense of reason? Stats, figures, and things like that. All right, some of these are going to be both. All right, so for ethos, ethics, make the audience decide right or wrong. What is being presented to it. Political issues, national beliefs, religious issues typically has contrasting colors symbolizing the difference between good and evil. And I'm getting the little scrolly figure, and I can't move any further. That's crazy. So, all right, there it goes. Pathos, again, is emotion. And all these slides kind of help explain that. Logos is logic, make the audience think about what's being presented. Stats, facts, authorities, etc. All right. Some of these advertisements are going to have more than one appeal. All right. So, but I want to know which one appeals the most, the top number one. All right. And it's just a quick way to do a refresher. All right. For the case of this lesson or PowerPoint, pick the most emphasized appeal used in each ad to write onto your sheet. You know, just write beside it or underneath it. You're going to have to make a copy of it or create your own Google Doc. So the first one we can just kind of do for you. What's the first thing you see there in that advertisement? It's the baby. Do we love our children? Do we love our little babies? Kind of make you go, ah, right? What's that appeal? Emotion. The baby's holding on to a tire or has a background of a tire. So if you buy those tires, what is this saying? That you can throw your baby in a tire and roll it around? No. All right, it's saying, hey, look, our tires take care of the little ones. Our tires are safe enough for these kids. Are they going to drive? No. They're safe enough for your kids to be in the car. That's important. Now, it's important to note, too, if you read that, and I can't blow it up enough to make it clear. Therefore, making the best tires possible, regardless of cost, has become an obsession with us. That's why we make our own steel for our steel belted radials. I didn't know that. All right. We're guided by a single overriding concept. Lives are, as far as we're concerned, the most important pieces of equipment you can put on your car. Tires. Okay, tires. I just thought it was lives. Tires are the most important piece of equipment you can put on a car. Why? And then, so maybe that's an appeal through something else, but for the most part, this first one's going to be the baby. So it's going to be pathos, emotional. All right, so go through each one, and we'll go over these when we next convene.